Hello and welcome to Her Smile. My name is Adele. Thank you for joining me. Now, we specialize in her energy, her fitness, her healthy waistline, her skincare, her beauty, her makeup artistry, and her style, okay? So that we can help every woman discover her smile. Now, where do you start on your journey to health and fitness and feeling confident as you step out the door? And I say you start here, right now, okay? Now, what we believe in is that you are what you eat, think, do, and wear, but you are nothing without your health. So we always start with that first. So welcome and thank you for joining me. Okay, now if you have been tuned in this week, you will know that we've been talking about a subject that people don't want to talk about, and that is your pelvic floor. And that pelvic floor disorders affect half of women over 40, okay? It's quite astounding and it's very embarrassing and it's a horrible thing to live with, okay? And I've been there, I'm speaking from experience, except I'm now 59 in a few weeks, okay? So I've got some life experience and I want to share that with you. In part one, if you listen to part one, because yes, your pelvis does have a floor. So in part one, I told you all about the anatomy of the pelvic floor, all right? And that your pelvic floor sits between your legs, okay, as a hammock, and it gives all your internal organs support, and it gives all your areas of elimination, so the anus, the urethra, and the vagina, support and strength, okay? And as we age, your pelvic floor becomes weak, okay, and it starts to lose its elasticity. And if you've given birth, it's been stretched. And so, but the good news is, and this is why I'm so glad you're here, is that pelvic floor is actually a muscle. And just like any muscle in your body, it can be strengthened, okay? So that's the good news, all right. So now I hope you understand the importance of your pelvic floor and why we should start working on getting to know it, building rapport with it, and bringing it into our world, okay? Not just ignoring it like it used to be. Now I want you to actually start thinking about it and stop taking it for granted, okay? Good. In part two, I talked about the importance of, and I showed you how to stand correctly on your own 2 feet, okay? I showed you how to stand with correct posture, and I told you that the most important thing about your pelvic floor is that it's attached to everything you do, and it's without the strength of that, you will never ever be as strong as you can be until you start connecting with it. Okay, and this is something I'm speaking from personal experience, okay? I know this. I felt it with my own body. It's been the most incredible strength, and I wish I had known about it when I was a ballet dancer, okay, when I danced professionally. I would have been so much better if I had tuned in and known about the pelvic floor. But you know, in the 60s, no one spoke about pelvic floor, okay? Right. So now tonight, I want to talk to you about the 10,000 steps. We all hear about these 10,000 steps that we should be taking every day, but should we, okay? I once had a client come to see me, and she had weight to lose and she wanted to get fit. She said that she had signed up with a company, a walking company. They were going to make her walk 3 hours every week. And I nearly had a fit, because 3 hours is okay if you're healthy, but I just took one look at this woman and I went, how could you? How could you possibly walk 3 hours every day? If you do, you're going to end up in hospital, because her one leg, her one foot was completely collapsed, okay, completely collapsed like that. And if she kept walking like that for 3 hours every week, where do you think she's going to end up, okay? She's not going to be able to do it. So I took her, and in a 60-minute session, I showed her how to stand and walk correctly. And by the end of that session, she cried with joy. She said she could feel the difference already and the relief in her body already. What's exciting is that she continued to come, and now she stands beautifully on those 2 feet. And it was just amazing to watch how she managed to heal it with her mind. Very powerful tool, okay? But it's all connected to your pelvic floor, all right? So where did this 10,000 step come from? All right, where did it originate? Well, it originated from Japan. Just before the Tokyo Olympics in 1964, a company made a device called a Mampo Kai. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. And it was a tracking device for steps. So it was a marketing tool. Okay, So do these 10,000 steps have any basis for good health? In my opinion, bad steps, repetitive bad steps every day are detrimental to your health and will actually cause aches and pains and open you up to injury in your hips, your knees, and your ankles, and potentially having to have them replaced, so surgery, okay? So it depends on the steps, all right? How well are you doing them? Then will 10,000 steps help you lose weight? Well, that will depend on how much food you're eating, because you will never out-exercise a bad diet, okay? Never. Right, so then will they make me fit? Well, that will depend on your starting point and on how well you're walking and how far you're walking and how fast you're walking, okay? And for how long. And then will they be better than running? And there we get back to, well, how well are you running? How good is the running? How good is the gait? Are you running badly? Because bad running is going to cause the same problems as bad walking, okay? So we need to address all these things. But the bottom line is pelvic floor, which is why you're here. And now you're totally overwhelmed and you don't know where to start. And I say, don't stress. I have a very doable solution for you, okay? And it's called the Her Smile Women's Health Kickstart, okay? Where you will gain access to my pelvic floor tutorial, okay? And it has changed, this pelvic floor tutorial has changed so many women's lives. And my doctor has done it. She has said that for the first time in her life, she actually understands pelvic floor now. It has completely changed her life and she is endorsing it. So it's endorsed by a female medical doctor, but also all my clients that have been here, you ask them, okay? It will change your life. So in this kickstart, you will, 1, learn how to strengthen your pelvic floor because you'll gain access to my tutorial. 2, you will learn how to exercise correctly with correct technique, okay? 3, you will learn daily exercises, how to exercise every day. You will learn creative ways to do your daily exercise. You will improve your posture and you'll learn some healthy recipes as well, okay? Now, how does it work? Well, it's very simple. You do it from home. It's online. So you just receive an email in your inbox every day for 10 days. Why for 10 days? Because we're trying to, 1, teach you a lot of things, okay? So you'll be learning 10 things. And 2, we want to create a habit. So some of you might say, oh, I don't have time. Well, that's the reason why you need to do the 10-day kickstarting challenge, because it's going to teach you how to make time in your day and go to work if you go to work or whatever it is that you're taking up your day. Now, the challenges that come through every day won't take longer than 20 to 30 minutes, okay? They come in the form of a video tutorial like you're watching me here now, and then you go off and you do what I ask you to do. They're not difficult, they're very motivating, and they're a lot of fun. And there are some exercise tasks and there's some recipe tasks, okay? So we have some surprises for you as well. Now, this is what one of the ladies, the previous participants, said. She said, "Thank you, Adele, for an awesome 10-day Women's Health Kickstart. It's been very informative and to myself most revealing of bad habits that I've accumulated over the years. For example, lack of stretching. You and the group have made me accountable every day by giving me encouragement and positivity to achieve my daily goals. We were born to move, and how invigorated one feels after physical exercise, even if it's not always exhausting the system. I certainly will continue my journey. Thanks, Adele, for your time, your passion, your enthusiasm and encouragement. You are beautiful inside and out. With love, Joy." Isn't that a lovely testimonial? Okay, so our next Women's Health Kickstart Challenge starts next Saturday the 15th after Mother's Day, and it can be done from your home no matter where you are. And the good thing is I limit the amount of women who can do the challenge so that you can get personal attention, okay? So we start next Saturday the 15th, and how do you participate? What do you have to do? Well, I'm going to leave a link at the top. You click that link and you fill out the form. Now, you will see, I actually had a client who told me that she had been paying a specialist $220 an hour, and she didn't learn from that specialist what she learned from me in the 10 days, okay? And I'm going to charge you a very small fee of $37. $37 that you can pay via bank transfer, credit card, or you can email me and we can discuss a way that you want to pay for it. Okay? Right, so how do you participate? You click the link that I'm going to leave you, you fill out the enrollment form, and then I get you into the challenge. Okay, it's a lot of fun. Right, if you don't have the time, I will teach you to make the time. If you're not fit or you feel like you're too overweight, then you need to do the challenge because this is the best place for you to start. Okay? If you feel as though you are in pain, then you need to do this challenge because so many women have said that after the challenge, their pain was so much less or it had gone away completely. Okay, so ladies, I'm on your side. I'm putting up my hand to help you feel better about you. So this is like a Mother's Day gift. And instead of paying $220 an hour, you're paying $37 to make a change in your world, in your life, so that you can be the rock and support to your family. Okay, I am going to be your rock and your support. Great. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to welcoming you into the challenge. Have a lovely evening.